Hey there, Gemini. Welcome. We're going to get started with your September 2020 love reading and the rest of September, how it will go for you, whether you're single or taken. And then we will look into how your person is thinking and feeling about you and what they're going to do about it. Let's go ahead and pull one card from the Lover's Oracle to see the overall theme for the reading. Now this is general. If you'd like a personal reading, it's in the description below. You can click on the link and it will show you my whole product catalog. And we got the same thing for you as we did for Pisces, romance, Cupid's arrow strike. So Gemini, you'll be having some romance in your life. Let's pull one more. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know what you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So that's a pretty good one. All right. Now let's go ahead and get into the general outlook for your love life for the rest of September. I do go a little bit deeper into the future, but this is primarily for the rest of September 2020 for Gemini, single or taken. Hermit in reverse. 9 of Pentacles. Present time. So a lot of you, maybe an extraordinary, I never know which way to say that, are single right now, or you're behaving single. If you were in a relationship, you were feeling a little bit claustrophobic, so you may be behaving like you're single. Here we have the Queen of Swords at the root of the reading, confirmation that we're talking about you, Gemini, but for some of you, you could be also dealing with a Libra or Aquarius. If it's not a female Libra or Aquarius, it could be someone that's very strategic, a very strategic male, probably Libra or Aquarius, but could be any sign. And this can often indicate somebody just cutting you out entirely. So for some of you, you may have just had a breakup and now you're moving into your single energy, but you feel like this person sort of abandoned you and left you. Or, you know, it's not totally uncommon for anybody. You have some abandonment issues from your past. Now, whatever's showing up in the past position is what's influencing this future outcome. So just be aware of what that is. Now, in the coming days and weeks through the rest of September, as a result of these abandonment feelings or being left out in the cold on your own, you're going to sort of be juggling. And I feel like for a lot of you in love, you're going to be juggling, you know, if you're in a relationship and your partner sort of left you out in the cold in the past, you're kind of weighing, like, are they really down for me or should I go it alone? I do get that for some of you. And for those of you that are like married in a relationship for a long time, you may have gone through that many times in your mind. It may be an everyday thing that you kind of juggle in your mind, like setting money aside or something in case you are abandoned or decide to leave as a result of not wanting that to happen again. Sort of trying to figure out your strengths. And for those of you that are single, you're sort of finding your balance again, being out of this relationship that wasn't necessarily the best thing for you. And a lot of you did choose to walk away from this person already, or you're contemplating it at the root of the reading. So in the short-term outcome, which would be, you know, in the next month or two, with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, I don't feel like you're getting the reciprocity you deserve in your relationship. So some of you, even if you're in it, you may just be very standoffish and cold at this time, trying to assert yourself, you know, listen, here are my boundaries, here's my expectations, you know what they are, you need to go ahead and act like it, and you're not going to be getting a very good result here. So, you know, cutting yourself out from them isn't helping. And for those of you that did just go through a breakup or are dealing with the results of some sort of breakup or abandonment in the past, you're not really going to be able to work through this entirely and fulfill it within the next month or two. You're going to be making the effort now, but you're not going to be seeing the result quite yet. So before I get into clarifying these cards a little bit, let's go ahead and look into your long-term outcome. So we have, you know, in the environment, the 8 of Pentacles. So you definitely are working on things, you know, you are doing the work here. You're trying to balance things out. And, you know, in your environment with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and it's interesting because I did get this for Libra as well. So a lot of you might be dating Libras. That's not uncommon, Gemini and Libra. In the atmosphere, there's just not a really solid foundation. And that's sort of why it's not working very well. And if you're in a relationship, you're really trying to figure it out here. You want it to work. You want reciprocity, but they're either behaving single or you've had to step away a little bit and close them off. And in the long-term outcome, we're getting the Three of Swords. So Swords also represents air energy. As a result of this breakup, you're going to continue to deal with some heartbreak. You might be being very optimistic at this time, kind of enjoying your freedom again, appreciating what you do have with the Nine of Pentacles, but in the long term, it is pretty emotionally devastating for you. And if it is a result of some sort of cycle of abandonment in your past, you are going to continue to have self-fulfilling prophecy and relive this. Now, I know that sounds really negative and dreary, but we're going to do clarification and advice and get you out of this so you're not led to this Three of Swords path. But in your hopes and fears position, we have the Star in reverse. Now the Star is also Aquarius, so in reverse there could have been an Aquarius possibly you broke up with that, you know, I would say if it was upright, you were hoping for them back, but in the reverse, it's like you're very conflicted about it. It's like you hope for them back, but you don't really want them back, but they were kind of what your ideal, but you don't really know if they're your ideal, you know, and you're kind of just feeling disappointed from Aquarius. Or the Star is also wish fulfillment, Uranus. So maybe things didn't turn out as quickly as you would like, that your feet were sort of being dragged and, you know, you're feeling a little disappointed about that. But I definitely want to get into this and clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse to start. So let's go ahead and see why in the short-term outcome is there this lack of reciprocity and balance with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I do want to warn you that some of my cards are a little bit graphic, so I marked videos 18 and over, and this deck is one of those. So here we go. Why is the Six of Pentacles in reverse? We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So sort of like preconceived notions, whatever you thought this was going to be or whatever you think this is, you're freeing yourself of that, and you're also seeing the reality of it, that it's not balanced enough for you. And so that kind of brings me to your little balancing act here with the two. I want to clarify that a little more, but let's look into this balancing act that you're doing in the coming days and weeks. You know, Gemini can be duality, so there could be two people here where, you know, you kind of want the person from the past, but you're kind of trying to move forward or something of that nature. Temperance in reverse. You're balancing out of a lack of patience. Kind of like what I said before, you're kind of putting your head into your work and not really wanting to deal with this right now. You're kind of enjoying your freedom or your separation. Even if you're still living together married, there's a divide between you two, and you know, you're feeling impatient and you're just going to go ahead and focus on your work. Let's pull one more card to clarify that. The Fool, yeah, you're just jumping into, it's like almost like you want to start over. If this was a breakup, you're anxious. You know, the Fool, you're jumping in, you want to start the Fool's journey over again. You know, you don't have any patience about it. You're kind of maybe still tying up loose ends with this person, but you're ready to move forward. Now, if you are in a relationship, it's like you're ready to sort of step out of it and do your own thing for a little while. Explore yourself. You may just be feeling like you're being held back a little bit in your relationship. So let's clarify one more here. The Nine of Cups, which is, you know, wish fulfillment, all wishes granted. So it's also can be a card. It's the Genie in the original deck. It's a little bit of a selfish card, you know. I feel like you kind of want to indulge here, but you don't really care about the consequences right now, and you're not thinking too much about the future. You're just like, you know what, if this isn't reciprocal, I'm moving forward, and now I kind of feel like indulging a little bit, and I don't really care about the future right now. You know, it's not, it's gonna happen anyways. That's kind of your attitude. It should be the title of the reading. It's gonna happen anyways, so why should I worry about it right now? I'd kind of like to enjoy this. You know, I feel like there might be some sort of romantic connection coming in for you. It's cups, first of all, but then the wishes being granted. It's like you want out of this scenario, or you just got out of it, you're getting out of it. And if you're in a relationship, it's like you may be looking for other stimulation, just something different for some of you. Or maybe you want to spice it up. You're like, you know what, this isn't reciprocal. Maybe it's not reciprocal for you, Gemini, because you are feeling bored and you want to spice it up too. That could be common in a relationship. But I have to say, with this Three of Swords long-term outcome, be careful here. And I saw this a little bit in the last reading. I can't remember which sign it was. I think it was Pisces, but be careful you're not taking this relationship for granted because of abandonment issues. Maybe you're not committed all the way. Maybe, you know, you do care, but I honestly feel like for most of you, you're kind of over it. You're ready to move on. So tell us a little more about the Three of Swords in the long-term outcome. Seven of Swords in reverse. So, what is it? You know, Ace of Swords. A lot of swords, so it's definitely your energy. I feel like if you're, there's, you know, the Seven of Swords upright is deceit, which would make sense with the Three of Swords, but here it's almost like it doesn't really matter what you do, the Ace of Swords, but you do want to communicate. Like if you meet someone that you really like, make sure that you communicate very upfront and honestly about what you want and about what your issues are. Say, hey, listen, I've been abandoned in the past. I just went through a breakup. I'm not looking for anything serious. I just want to hang out. Or you could say to your partner, if you're in a relationship, hey, listen, you know, you made me feel abandoned in the past. I kind of feel like you've held me back a little from my dreams. So I'm going to go do my own thing, but I need you to be there. You know, I want to be with you still, because if you don't be very clear and concise with words with your new fool's journey here, it's going to end in heartbreak. So, and you don't want to break your own heart either. So you want to, if say you're with kind of just having fun with someone and you're not taking it seriously, it's not really reciprocal, and then you realize you do like them, that could be breaking your own heart. So you just want to be clear about what you're doing, so that way later on, if you decide that you are interested, this is just an example of how it could play out. I have to interpret the cards, you know. You could say, hey, I know I said I wasn't serious before, but I am now, and they'll take you more at your word because you were upfront in the beginning about it. You know, Gemini, you can kind of get caught up in things and not explain yourself, but talk a lot kind of thing. Like, I mean, you're very good at articulating your feelings, but if you kind of get busy, you may not be clear about that. So just make sure you're clear about that from the beginning. So that was pretty deep into the general spread. I usually don't get that deep into it, so I hope it resonated for some of you, and for the rest of you, or all of you, I want to go ahead and see what your person is thinking and feeling and what they're going to do about it. It's my favorite part of the reading. One of these days I might just do these what they're thinking and feeling, maybe sneak an extra one in during the month, since I can only seem to do one cycle of readings per month. All right, what is Gemini's person thinking and feeling about them? We lost the music, folks. There we go. What is Gemini's person thinking and feeling about them present time? This wax fell off. What is Gemini's person thinking and feeling about them present time? We have the Empress in reverse. So they feel like you are not really maybe someone that it's going to turn into anything. Like, they just feel like you're not really that invested into the relationship or present. Or yeah, if you're in a relationship, they could just feel like you're kind of checked out at this time, which you are from what we saw in the other spread. So they do definitely notice that, but they also see you as the Empress here. So I mean, in reverse, they just feel like you're not being yourself, sort of thing. And what is Gemini's person going to do about how they are thinking and feeling about Gemini at this time? Five of Swords in reverse. So they're not really going to do much. They're not battling you about it. They're not talking to you about it. They're just observant of it. And if it was a breakup, you know, then they just see that you're gone and, you know, it's kind of over here. But what is going to be the outcome for how Gemini's person is thinking and feeling about this situation? The Four of Swords. So they are going to be trapped in their thoughts about this. So if you did break up with someone or walk away from them, or you're going through it with your person, know that even if they're not acting like it right now, or this doesn't seem to affect them now, it is going to definitely weigh on their mind for quite some time. They are thinking about this. And how is Gemini thinking and feeling about their person of interest or significant other present time? King of Wands in reverse. So some of you could be dealing with an Aries, Taurus, or Aries, Sag, Leo, and you're feeling like they're not present and they're checked out at this time. So, and you don't feel very passionate, like you want to move towards them, just like they don't feel like really investing in you. So for a lot of you, it's a breakup. For those of you in a relationship, it's a weird time. It's a time where you two could break up. You're sort of at a crossroads. And what is Gemini going to do about how they're thinking and feeling about their person at this time? How is Gemini going to behave? Page of Cups, you know, but you're still, we have romance here. You're still going to, you know, be sweet to them, talk to them, treat them very warmly and nurture them, but not pour the love on. You're just like, you know what, I care about you. Let me show you that I care. And if you did go through a breakup, you're going to be open to starting something new here. Even with the Three of Swords as the outcome, you're still like, when you're with people, you're going to be fun and jovial, and you're not emotionally bitter or anything like that. Although you are afraid of abandonment. So what is going, or somebody not doing their part, you know. So what is going to be the outcome for Gemini and their person in this scenario for the rest of September 2020? The Queen of Swords, like we had at the root of the reading, which is you, in reverse. So you may, if it is your regular partner in your relationship, they're gonna kind of show like, hey, I'm not gonna fight with you, like, here, let me sulk a little of my thoughts, and they'll retreat, and then you'll see that, and then you'll welcome them back in here. You'll go from uncutting them off, like the Queen of Swords can be, and be more welcoming to them. But if you are dealing with like an air sign or something, it could be just that, yes, it's really over and they're gone. I want to definitely pull some more clarifiers to see how this Queen of Swords in reverse and this Four of Swords is going to play out, and a little bit more about this scenario. So if you would like to check it out, please do join me in the extended reading. The link again is in the description. You can click on it and it'll take you to the catalog on psychicschool.com. Just scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see Gemini September 2020 love reading, and you can go ahead and order it there, and the link to the extended reading will be emailed to you after that. So I hope this helped bring you some clarity, Gemini. And for those of you that I'm leaving or I'm leading to the extended, I will go ahead and pull one more card for the rest of September. If you'd like to see October's tarot reading, please do like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you would like to check out the big 144 series that I'm doing, astrology, I cover all the sun, moon, and rising signs. And I already did Gemini Sun, Aries Moon, so you can go ahead and check that one out. Or subscribe if you want to see when I come out with the Gemini Sun and other moons, or if you want to check out any of your people of interest videos. And we do go ahead and cover all 1,728 rising signs in the series as a bonus, so it's pretty cool. Go ahead and check that out. And I'm going to be putting out a vision board video pretty soon. I actually finished it a few months ago and I just haven't uploaded it yet. And I just uploaded a soulmate twin flame video, so that might be one you want to check out as well, Gemini. Let's go ahead and leave you with trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So yes, just trust in the universe that you're on the right path, that whatever decisions that you're making regarding whether, you know, you're sort of working through things with a significant other or moving forward on your own and leaving a significant other behind, trust that it's, you know, the right situation, and don't let it lead you to heartbreak. Accept it now. Don't keep going down, you know, a path of resistance. Go down the path of least resistance, my Geminis. So I hope that this helped bring you some clarity. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and light.